We should start a team.
I'm not even that good, bro.
I could teach you.
You could teach me.
You want to do lefty or righty?
I'm a righty.
You're righty. Do you want to bowl like one-handed or two-handed?
What's two-handed?
I bowl two-handed. So
do you like hold it?
Josh is like a pro bowler. Josh knows how to fucking bowl.
I do, but I still like from when I was in high school. I still need a lot of practice to get a lot better. Like in high school, my highest game ever was 226 out of 300.
Okay, I definitely would want to stay at like a what's it called? More of a casual level.
Yeah.
Cause like I wouldn't want to like know all the tricks. Because at that point, I'd just be playing while everybody else is having fun, you know?
Yeah.
Because it's like I would be objectively better.
Yeah.
And that would be no fun. So.
That's how it is sometimes, I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah,
but
do you play, I know you play mobile. Have you ever played Smash Bros of any kind?
Yeah.
So, we have that problem with one of my other friend groups, or my friend Griffin. He's practically competitive level, like skill. So when he plays, we have to basically, instead of like every loss you take a shot, it's every win you take a shot.
Wow.
And
because
mind
he
you,
wins.
Y'all should just jump in.
Mind you, fucking Smash Bros is like one of the most competitive like
It is
games
one
out
of the
there.
most competitive, dirty video game franchises.
Wait, is the cameras on?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's on you right now.
Both of them?
Mm-hmm.
So I can't hit my vape.
Nope.
You can like hit it behind your hand.
I wouldn't recommend it.
Yeah.
Here, I'll take it off me.
About that.
It's on me now.
Why do you need it?
Because I can switch the cameras back
Well, no, I'm saying like
back
why?
and forth between
Huh.
both of us.
It's crazy. Wait. Dumbass, come on. Ugh.
So when this camera's on right now,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
we got any viewers?
No, not at the moment.
That's crazy.
They need to hop on this bitch. I got a lot to say.
Either way, it's gonna go on YouTube.
Yeah.
Oh, tough.
Yeah.
I consent to this.
Good.
Cut that in.
Glad I didn't ask earlier.
Remind me to cut that in later.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, this is Colin and Josh. Say hi.
What's good? I'm Josh. That's
Say
my
your
cousin.
name. Say your name, age, favorite color, and a fun fact.
Okay.
Go.
My name's Josh. I'm 23. Favorite color is blue. Fun fact. Really into nature and like survival and shit like that. Fun fact.
Hi, I'm Colin. I'm not really comfortable giving out too much personal information to you.
So, Colin, say your name,
Anyway.
age, favorite color, occupation, social security number.
Yeah, no. Anyway, my name's Colin. 23. What's the next question?
Fun fact.
A fun fact.
Favorite color,
my
fun
favorite-
fact.
So my favorite color is maroon. And a fun fact about me. Thanks. Dickhead.
I just, sorry, I wanted to remind myself.
Anyway, as I was saying, an interesting fact about myself is that I could technically make really rad tattoos, but choose not to. And there's your fact of the day.
That's a whack fact.
It is a whack fact.
Whack.
I didn't say it was gonna be good.
I don't appreciate that.
His hairline, whack.
Nah. Alright. Excuse me, I mean.
Moxie boys.
Yes, sir.
Also on the tunes, we got my boy Zay. Urban Zay, 2 Y's, no space. On all platforms. Get
Yes.
with him. Yeah.
We do have somebody on Twitch. Somebody's
Oh, yeah?
on there.
I hope they enjoy my hair.
Yeah. We need a hot take.
We need a hot take.
We need a hot
Alright,
take.
Nick, you're the host. Give us a hot take.
Yeah,
Cameras.
let me hear something.
Let's hear something stupid. Is the audio working?
Yeah. All the audio seems great. If there's any audio issues, let me know in the comments.
Because I just remember you said that it was off earlier.
Drop a microphone in the comments if the microphone's shitty. Anyway, here's a hot take.
Oh boy.
There seems to be a very
Can I help you?
No, he doesn't.
What the fuck?
Dad, what the fuck?
That's what I used to do to get loud.
Okay, well,
Do me a favor, can you jump in my car and go to the store
No.
for me?
I'm currently live. You're on the internet right now. Say hi, internet. Okay.
Alright.
No.
Go to the store for me.
No.
Josh, you go to the store for me?
We're literally in the middle of it.
It's got 17 miles on it. You sure you don't want to drive it?
17 miles.
Did you get a new car?
Look what I just did.
Hold on, is he cooking?
Huh?
Is he cooking?
Wow.
It's who cook. I'm not letting him cook. Nah, not at all. He can't touch the pot.
I'm in the middle
He
of
can't touch the spoon. Matter of fact, he not even getting a plate.
The camera's not on you right now. Now it is.
Yeah. The real entertainment, clearly.
I thought you guys would be excited, but you're fucking lame.
Well, I'm not a big fan of cars.
What did
so-
you get?
I would show you, but you don't even get out of your fucking chair, you dirty stoner.
I'm on camera right now. I'm like dirty.
Yeah.
Or maybe a stoner. I'm not dirty.
Skeevy stoner.
Oh, man.
No, it's 2024 tracks.
Track home?
Hmm?
It'd be great if it was track on.
A what?
That's the Jeep. What is it? Jeep Cherokee?
Jeeps are junk.
Yeah.
I keep hearing that.
It's the only vehicle I've ever seen when you're out actually using it for a 4x4. Since it is a 4x4, the axles actually walk apart.
Oh,
They're garbage.
Jesus. Like I like
They have
your.
coolant and transmission issues too.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that's nice.
It's fucking snappy, isn't it?
Yeah, I like the color too.
Color.
It's
Yo,
unique.
so the guy at the dealership was telling me, like, I kind of stole this car. He's like, this color,
Oh.
they upcharge $5,000 for it. I got a friend that works at the dealer, fucking hooked me up.
Nice.
Did you see it?
Yeah, I just looked at it.
Yeah.
Did you go down and look at it?
No, I just looked at it.
Dude, it's fucking dope. I was trying to show, I was gonna let you drive it, but you're gay, so.
Is it green?
Yeah, we're gonna do that.
It matches Katie's jacket, see?
Very nice.
It literally matches my wife's jacket.
Yeah.
Literally.
Oh,
That's
I
the
bet-
only reason I bought
bet
it.
she loves it.
Camouflage.
Yeah, it's got a bigger
Yeah. what-
tail end than my wife does. But. Dude, tell me that ain't fucking sharp looking.
Very nice.
And I'm in there taking it, and they're like, "Oh, you want pinstripe?" I'm like, "I don't know."
Mm.
No.
And then I went back there, and they had the pinstripe on. I'm like, "Shit is sharp." It's like,
Mm.
what are you dorks doing? This?
Chatting.
Does that microphone work, bro?
Yes, we're
Yeah.
currently live. You're on camera.
What up, dog? You have cameras?
Yeah. There's one there and then one there.
Where? And what are you doing? Just chilling here, doing stuff?
Yeah. Just put your water pipe, tobacco pipe behind my. Never mind. I'm just gonna go like that.
Why do I need a tobacco pipe?
Because I can get
Banded?
Yeah, because they're pricks about it.
Who's
Yeah.
pricks? Who's?
Just
Where are you live streaming?
YouTube, Twitch, and Kick.
Why?
Because it's just a broader
Because?
audience.
More views.
Because I can.
No, but I mean, what's the point?
Because I can.
No, I get it.
Wanna
What's
do.
the point?
So that we can
Just,
talk and conversate and
Spread our views.
spread
Anarchy.
spread
against the
conversation.
It just it spread content.
Mhm.
Make content, interactive content, and spread it.
Mhm.
That's just it. And whatever kooky idea you think
Like
that
the
is.
music.
That's
Yeah,
what
we were just talking about hot
I
takes.
do a little crump.
We were literally. I was just about to drop a hot take, and then you were like,
I would say, I'm
There's a hot take right there.
Nick, take this opportunity. Your dad is probably chock full of hot takes.
What's a hot take?
I am chock full of hot takes.
I called it.
Dude, I was at the karaoke bar the other day. I spit like fucking 12 bars of freestyle in the middle of karaoke bar.
Nice.
Yeah, I can never do it again.
Yeah.
Cassie says Colin looks majestic.
Oh,
He is majestic. Make an eagle sound, Colin.
No.
That would be more majestic. Or just like an angry pigeon.
I'm done. I'm sick of pigeons. No.
Whatever, I was trying to be excited with you guys, but you're lame, so.
It's very exciting. I'm very happy for you.
It's ultra dope.
I'm gonna go cry myself to sleep.
What'd you say?
No, I'm happy about my car. I cleaned it and I put the radio in.
You got a radio? Oh, what, the one from the fucking trash
Yeah,
box?
yeah. I
You
grabbed
finally
it.
put that fucker in there?
Yep. The wiring harness from Amazon. It was like $10. Wired it together.
That was a cool ass radio. Do you still have the remote for it?
No, the remote stopped working.
Why? Because it needs a battery.
I put a new battery in it.
10 years old.
Thank you. I put a new battery in
I don't
it.
think I ever used it. I mean, you're in arm's length.
It never worked. It never worked practically. So I just never.
Yeah, it was done. First world problems.
Unless I'm sitting in the trunk, I don't really need a.
So I'm trying to figure out like why you're streaming. Just to spread content.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
We could game if we wanted to.
You're welcome.
Oil on my shirt.
Yeah.
What's that? Lunch?
No, it's from dinner. My wife bought me dinner. She loves it.
What did you eat for dinner?
I went to Carrabba's. It was fucking terrible.
Yeah.
I had asparagus. It was like sea salt with asparagus on top.
Yeah.
It was like straight fucking salt.
It's just like a chain. They don't carry like chains.
Everything was salty. Soup was bland. The asparagus was salty. I don't know how you can fuck up asparagus.
All it needs is like salt, pepper, maybe
Yeah,
some
and which is
seasoning.
fine, but like, dude was like, salt!
Salt.
Like, straight up cranked out some salt on that shit. Alright, well, I was trying to be excited. You guys were like, what is that?
It's a
Dude.
beat pad.
The beat pad.
A what?
Beat pad. Like for making beats.
Like, boom, chicka, boom, chicka.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
Literally.
Yeah.
I got a beat pad.
That's crazy.
I know you beat your pad all the time.
Whoops.
I'm jealous. You shouldn't be jealous.
I'm not.
Alright, well, I'm cool with you guys, so.
Cool.
And in other news,
Welcome back to the show. Get multiple loads of this guy.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I was like, it was just the doorknob. It was mostly the doorknob.
Was it? Was it really? For me, it was the ADHD. For me, it was the chronic illness. No, you can fact check me on that. It is technically a chronic illness.
Yeah. Is that a Christmas tree? What is that? Is that literally an Illuminati sign? Yeah, it's an Illuminati sign.
Yeah.
Is that good or bad?
It's from Kate, so I'm assuming it's good. Nice.
Whatever.
I don't know enough about the Illuminati to not like them.
Not really.
Or have an opinion on them.
I feel like they're either real or they're not real, but if they are real, they should just be real and be honest about it.
Honestly, at this point, it's stupid.
Yeah.
You know, because it was such a. The Illuminati was the equivalent of like quicksand when you were a kid.
Yeah.
It was something you were consistently warned about, but never affected by.
Yeah.
Like the name was to strike fear when you could piss your pants at a sparrow being too close to you as a kid. Like,
Pretty much.
come on. So, in all honesty, like the last time I ever saw anything on like a mainstream, they had threatened some country, and where that was months ago. It was almost a year, months or a year ago.
Yeah.
You know, like at this point, I think it's just a bit. It's probably one of the more longer like bits of the world.
Well, I mean, like even in the regards of like those kind of figures, like you have, what's that hacking group? Anonymous.
Yeah.
Like you have Anonymous, who like, right, and it's obviously confirmed. It's more or less just like a title. It's not like a person. Like it's a bunch of different people. It's not just one person.
Yeah.
And that's real.
It's a team.
They thought it wasn't real for a little bit, and then it was like, holy shit, these fuckers are real.
Yeah.
But it's not like the Illuminati. It's like, is it real? Period. Like, there's these signs occasionally, but it's never been like, yep, for a fact, they're there.
Could it be?
Could it be?
Like, honestly, the people who still believe in the Illuminati are the type that are really just bored with the world. They want something to happen.
What about the Knights Templar? What do you think about that?
I couldn't tell you anything about that. As much as I was into history as a kid, I just didn't really care much for that. I could definitely look into it and find a video essay or two, because that's just mainstream right now.
They had something to do with fucking, it was like the Holy Grail, or the Knights Templar were real and they were around during the Crusades.
Yeah, chicken chat.
But it was like,
bro, I cannot wait for the shift to be over. I feel so.
I'm trying to be like Josh right now.
I just want to go home and smoke so I can finally.
Oh God, get one. I'm trying to be a little more elevated. I don't know how to put it into
facts.
I don't know how to put it into a
Factual
censored
information.
version for the stream.
So how do you want to do that, man?
Huh?
How do you want to do that?
A step off.
Cassie said Professor Colin enters the chat.
Wait, what?
Because you were like, hold on a minute. I think.
When?
I don't know. It's funny. It's funny.
Yeah. I'd probably recommend like an
Here.
intermission.
Elevate.
Go on.
Take turns.
Go ahead.
Wait, is your camera on?
It's on me.
Oh, it's on you.
Rotate.
So, clearly,
We're doing some very explicit activity.
we have to alleviate the stressors of the world,
Yeah.
as is the purpose of this event that we are having. Colin,
Which is ironic because
would you mind doing a favor for me, good sir? Could you twist the rod over there to close the blinds?
Special effect.
Whoosh.
Ooh.
It was a dark and gloomy night. On this,
This here thing here?
yes, that thing there.
Yeah, it's great. Why are we doing that?
Father.
Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost.
Okay. Lock the door before your pappy comes back. I just did!
I was about to say, like, that was on the agenda.
Right. That was already in the cards. Oh, right.
Make it free. Oh shit. I'm glad it's the weekend. Fuck, I got an event to go to tomorrow.
What kind of event?
It's like a small business event. Shit at 10 a.m.
I have a lacrosse game at 9 and then 10.
You're crazy.
You have 2 games?
We have 2 games every Saturday.
It's kind of OD.
We did. It's good for the kids though, it's fun.
Bring your owner's license. Holy shit, bro.
For some reason, there's no like teen parents this year.
What do you mean?
Like nobody, in terms of like people bringing stuff around the practices, there's nobody that's like brought like snacks for the kids after the games, or like a pack of Capri Suns, or like a bag of fucking mixed chips.
Niggas broke.
I'm like, what are you guys doing? Are you guys not supporting the team? Like,
Well, Nick, so my here, let me take a seat, because this is something I'd like to discuss. I got two questions. One of them being, are the parents paying
No.
for this? Okay, so if they're not paying,
They're paying in terms of the equipment. As far as I'm concerned, they don't have to pay anything to be on the team. I believe it's just a township team.
so, and then my second thing is, what is the age range of these parents?
It keeps freezing.
His internet's ass.
Yeah, I'm assuming it's the internet.
It has to be, because that's the only reason. Unless her internet sucks.
Yeah.
Fix your internet.
I can't really do much for the internet.
My bad, gang.
Everybody takes their phones off the internet.
You guys are using the internet.
Okay.
Yeah. Ouch. Well, here's the thing. Because, you know, we used to be able to do that kind of activity.
What?
Just like splurge on our township team because they wanted some full little soccer game.
Well, like,
You know?
even last year, like they had, they came to practices asking, what should we bring to the games for the kids?
Yeah.
And I made suggestions in terms of like good things to eat during halftime and like after the game when we're waiting for our second one, because you don't want to eat fucking 2 donuts and a Pepsi and then go out on the field, because you're either gonna shit yourself or throw up.
But how many parents would you say were actually doing that?
Half?
Half?
Yeah, a good half. And we even had like a rotation going on.
But would you say compared to when we were growing up in sports, like every parent was involved?
I would say there's definitely like a drop in parental activity.
So I would just compare that to Halloween. Look at Halloween now compared to when we were
Oh my
growing up.
god, Halloween when
different
we were
worlds.
kids. I remember going down the street and at least knowing like probably 10 houses where there were full-size king bars.
Yeah,
Like full king-size bars. Like
you used to be able to.
You used to map it out.
You used to be able to just make routes on
Right.
the township.
Right.
It was lucrative. You know?
Exactly.
You knew which part of town had the biggest selection. You knew which part of town had the chocolate preference.
Right,
You
exactly.
know, like.
We have a, what's up, Kevin? He said, hello, boys. Never seen one of your live streams before, so this is new to me. Where are you from? I'm from London. It's 2:02 in the morning. This is the first podcast style stream that I'm doing on these platforms.
A little discussion.
If you're just joining, my name's Nick.
I'm Josh. I'm his cousin.
I'm Colin. I'm just his friend, coworker.
And we're the new Beastie Boys. No.
Yeah, sure.
And then we're from New Jersey in the United States. So it's currently, what, 9:30?
9:22.
9:22 at night. And we're just hanging out, talking about stuff.
You know, I'm not one to judge Kevin, is it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Kevin.
yeah.
Kevin Grant.
I'm not one to judge Kevin, obviously. Look, but I feel like 2 o'clock in the morning might be a little unreasonable for a late night Twitch binge,
But it's the
stream binge, you know.
But it's the weekend though, right?
I mean,
Phone going crazy. My phone is going crazy. Can you guys hear that?
My
bad. It's because of the.
why? What's the
It's because of the security cam that I have in my house that keeps going off every time I move.
Well, stop moving.
All right, it's off now. We're good. We're good. Sorry. Literally, every time somebody moves in front of the camera, I get a notification.
Stop moving.
Oh, I hear it.
Yeah. So No, I feel like that's just a kind of a good point to step on, you know?
Yeah.
My boy just got home from the club. What can you say?
So, in all technicality, you know, the amount of sleep is subjective.
Right there.
So it's like, you know, you could stay up until 2 o'clock, but you can still get like your mandatory 4 to 6 hours, maybe even 8 if that's what your
Right.
body needs. You
Yeah.
know? But it's like after a certain point, even your body, like, you know, there's people with insomnia, there's people with neurological things, there's people with chemical things that are, you know, going on.
You see the smoke in front of the lamp?
Yeah, we do.
Smoke.
What are you talking
There's a
about?
fire!
Who said that?
Oh my god!
So it's just like, you know, naturally, it feels like 2 a.m. Your body is gonna kick in and be like, "Hey, pal, what are you doing up?
Yeah.
We gotta settle you down." You know what I'm saying? And you're forcing it. You're sticking your toe in the table.
And remember, everybody, you don't want to force it. You never want to force much
Well,
when it comes to most things in life.
I mean, yeah.
my homie just told me this like study he was like learned about on sleep,
Yeah.
and it was saying that when you have like a schedule, say I go to sleep at 9 p.m. every day and I'm waking up at 5 a.m.
Yeah.
and then one random day comes around and I'm up until like 12 a.m.
Yeah.
My body's gonna think like, oh, something's wrong.
Right.
That's why I'm up right now.
That's usually because your body.
So then when you do sleep, your body has you like half sleep, so because it still
Right.
thinks you might be in a dangerous situation, so
Yeah.
you can wake up like that.
And to talk about REM sleep, that's when you're in deep sleep, it's REM sleep.
Yeah.
I don't know how to put it correctly, but it's considered you're in REM sleep. When you smoke weed, it prevents REM sleep.
Be sure. 'Cause
Yeah.
I've had some.
I know sometimes you like
I'm
get
gone.
it.
I'm gone.
But like, have either of you ever noticed like like an extended tiredness throughout the day?
Absolutely, all the time. That's existence. Man.
Is that but is it just existence or is it?
It's existence.
Like it's-
Existence is exhausting on purpose.
And this is pure devil's advocate because I smoke every day.
Yeah.
It's a common occurrence.
And like obviously I'm still fresh into the business, but it's like honestly it's kind of in the reverse.
difference in quality between the two cameras is crazy. I think it's more lighting than anything.
Yeah. But I think
I just don't have.
yeah.
I don't want to make the lighting too crazy.
I don't think it needs to be.
It's okay. Alright. We're doing good. We're doing good. Is that plugged
I
in?
got a question for y'all.
What?
What's your question?
Do y'all have dreams?
No.
Oh, absolutely. They're nuts.
You have dreams?
Rare.
I never
You said
have.
rarely.
Rarely.
I never have normal dreams. I never have. My dreams are always in the highest realms of fantasy. Think Midnight Gospel.
Are they just like fantasy-esque, like vivid like that, or is it like just like vivid period?
They are storyboard animatics. You know, they are some they go from 3D.
Cassie said, "I know you're in REM sleep when you sound like you're gargling balls." So, yeah, when you're like, when I'm knocked the fuck out, I can't breathe.
You got sleep apnea, cuz?
I guess so.
Hell, I can't breathe right now. I need something in my nose, man.
I need that CPAP.
Do you have it?
No. I didn't know until I had somebody sleeping next to me that cared enough to be like, he's not breathing. Let me roll him over.
On your side, just. So what?
I was very
Do you dream? To throw the question back at you.
I do, but it's occasional and it's weird.
It is like I said, I'm in the same boat. It's occasional. It's not. It's every once in a while.
but like, peep this. So when I do dream, I literally have. So I have the same dream. Like my dreams only take place in 2 settings.
Yeah.
And the 2 settings are close together. You know what I'm saying? But like one is like a school type, castle type vibe, and then the other is like a neighborhood. But for some reason I know they're near each other, and I only have dreams in those 2 settings.
Are they real? Are they familiar enough to where you think you could walk the streets if you were blocked there?
Kinda. So like the main setting in like the neighborhood is set up like my grandfather's block, and then like the castle school setting, it reminds me of my intermediate school.
I apologize for reading the comments slowly. I have to turn around to look at the comments.
Yeah, you left Kevin hanging.
I'm sorry. Kevin said it's Friday night. Just got home from the pub.
I told you.
I
What did I say? My boy had a couple brewskis.
I figured. Yeah, no.
I've got no clue where New Jersey is. Is it near New York or Washington?
We're right under New York.
Yeah,
and above Washington.
we're probably 2.5 hour drive from New York.
Yeah, we're south.
The same for
yeah,
DC.
we're underneath New York.
So what do you talk about on this channel? Normally it's video game streaming, but on YouTube it's my podcast, and it's a very broad topic podcast. It's more, I like to hang out with people and have discussions on whatever's interesting to whatever's happening in our little circle. It doesn't necessarily have to be interesting to everybody, but it's most likely a topic that everybody wants to hear about or has talked about and is hearing a different side of it or something of that nature. I just like having the discussions. Let's see. Cassie said, I have vivid dreams, then sometimes I don't remember that shit.
A majority of the time, the brain has a difficulty. I don't remember it has a name for when you just don't remember your dreams like at all. Like it's a weird internal mechanism.
That shit sucks.
It does suck. Have you ever seen Adventure Time?
Yeah.
That show. Have you seen it, Nick?
Yeah, of course I've seen Adventure Time.
Do you
Adventure Time, my good friend.
Yeah. Do you remember the Pillow Fort episode?
Oh my god! When
Pillow
Finn
Fort.
went and had an entire life.
Yeah, so that entire episode was based off of this dream dilemma of like what we live through our dreams, like. How real is that? How real are we able to make it? You know?
Word. Damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
Well, I mean, and he went
lot
through an entire lifetime.
He
had a family, he had kids, he had a wife.
Yeah,
he went and died of old age.
He died naturally, and he even in this hypothetical death, he met his real God. I forget what the God character's name was. Glob, maybe.
Yeah, Glob. Well, no, I don't. Was it Glob?
His old Pillow Fort fan passed by Glob after his death.
Oh yeah, cause he was like Glob.
Yeah. And he fucking he.
Hand me the
yeah. So, and he crashed back down onto the planet Earth, under where the Pillow Fort was, and it's a funny experience because apparently a large majority of people experience like living a whole different life in their dreams. It is a thing that is not taught, but experienced mutually through us as people.
Right, and I think at the end of the episode, he pretty much brushed it off like it was nothing. Like normal people waking up like they don't remember their dreams.
The funniest thing was he learned the lesson that Jake taught but couldn't teach, couldn't really learn himself. So do you remember the whole cup thing?
Yeah.
Where he was like, "This is my favorite mug," and he threw it.
Mm-hmm.
He was trying to teach Finn that at the end of the day, if you can't change it, you have to let it go.
Right.
And Finn after that entire experience, realized what had happened and had the mental, maturity to realize that he has to move on. He has to accept that experience and move on. But it's like Jake later in the episode shows that he went back out to grab his favorite mug because he was
Couldn't
scared.
let it go.
He couldn't let it go.
Word.
So it's like.
And in all seriousness, like in those types of situations, like there are a lot of things that everybody, there are certain things that you just don't want to let go, and that you won't. There's some things that you will eventually peel away from yourself. Like sometimes it's a personal item. Sometimes it's something with significant value that you can't remember, like a particular memory attached to that because of a particular person or an event or something like that, and you just have to get rid of it.
Yeah.
And like you do occasionally have to just, you have to. Who was it? Have you ever seen the movie Bronson?
No.
So it had the actor who played Tom Hardy.
Yeah.
One of the quotes that really sticks with me from that movie is, sometimes you have to cut a little piece off yourself to survive, or to grow. I'm sorry. So and that rings true in most things. Like, if you have to grow in life or emotionally or in a relationship, sometimes you have to cut a part out of yourself, whether it's to your benefit or your detriment, to grow, whether it's for the better or for worse.
Yeah.
And that's for you to determine.
Well, the thing is, some people.
And real quick, I'm sorry. Kevin did comment and say, made me laugh when you said you're close to New York, 2 hours away. Is that considered, is considered quite far in the UK?
Oh, wow.
And then he said, are you free, like religious? I find quite a lot of American YouTubers are. I am not, by the way. Are you 3? I don't understand the last one.
So I think he's asking of us our 3 religious views.
I'm not particularly religious. I don't believe in. I guess that would be agnostic.
So agnostic.
I don't necessarily believe in a.
Agnostic is just a very specific term for atheist.
Mm.
Because for you to acknowledge the ignorance in blind faith,
Right.
is to give up any sense of religious value.
Okay.
Because if you're, as long as your brain is wrapped around that notion,
Right.
of faith being a negative,
Right.
there's no way for you to be agnostic, because you have that, that is your gatekeep, As soon as you have that knowledge, you are now gate-kept from being religious.
Yeah.
Unless you have blunt force trauma to the head.
Just for me, it's more or less like I've never been able to look at a specific religion and be like, that makes 100% sense. I believe that. I can take bits and pieces from everything across the world. I encourage people to have some kind of faith or religion, whether it's believing in something specific or believing in something broad. Even if it's believing in your will to keep living. You have to believe in something.
Yeah.
Whether it's something that's written down or it's something that's personal. And for me, it's more or less I feel like there's something to this shit that we're doing. And it's not necessarily how Greek and Roman mythology dealt with it. In the underworld, there's 3 different places you can go.
Yeah.
You're either really bad, or you didn't do much, or you can go to it's like a utopian place.
Yeah.
It's more or less you did great, and there's you get 3 shots at being a good person.
Yeah.
And if you go through all 3 cycles and you're a great person,
Yeah.
you go to this heavenly place.
Yeah.
Like I don't know anything specific, but I know that there's a point to this in some capacity.
So my roommate, he's got like the dinosaur autism. I'm gonna put that joke there because he thinks it's funny.
Kevin, I do see your comment. I'm gonna save it for after we're done putting our points down on this. Just give us a moment.
But he's got the what was considered Asperger's at the time, and he found a very big interest in archaeology and anything on the Pantheon, right? And people who are born with his cognitive function always seem to gravitate towards our natural evolution, our progression as a living thing in what is considered recorded history.
scientific route.
He is straight shot, and he has convinced himself through the way his mind thinks more than ours ever can. He is convinced that the meaning of life, nothing. This is not philosophical. This is the fact of life. Is the meaning of life is to make more life.
So
specifically,
reproduction.
Specifically, is like the meaning of life is to just continue more life.
Survival.
That is why the entire the universal law is natural selection. That it is consistently recorded throughout everything. There is a start, there is a middle, and then there is an end. Stars die, planets die, grass dies, animals die, like molecules explode, vaporize, black holes. Everything starts, everything has, and everything isn't. So it's at this point we have stepped from that simple path for arbitrary reasons, and we have slowly just continued to degrade the original meaning of what was not even a philosophical question, because we made that up too.
I mean, and Josh, feel free. Are you in any point in any capacity religious? I mean, I know about your household and how that was for a while. I just don't. I think we might have talked about it before, but I haven't.
So for me, I was not born, but I was raised Christian.
You were raised in a Christian household.
Yeah, a strict Christian household. I would say they've kind of loosened up now, but they still they're passive aggressive with it.
It's still there.
Aggressive.
Like Miss Gloria.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I couldn't handle that.
Yeah, it can be annoying at times, but I do highly respect religion. Like Nick was saying, I feel like it truly gives people hope. Cause you never know, someone's religion might be the only thing getting them through the days, you know?
You have to at least respect what people believe on their own.
Yeah, facts.
The biggest issue with this entire conversation is the reason why there is such a clash between atheism and faith is we atheists can acknowledge the benefits of what faith can offer someone in their psychologically.
I think this adds to the discussion a little bit. If God, first Kevin said, I thought agnostic was you're not sure, and atheist is you don't believe but not sure. That's what my assumption was, but it is what it is. Next thing he said was, if God existed, the U.S. would still be British. LOL. Well, to be fair, we did break away for freedom of religion as one of our reasons for going over here.
Which is odd, because the thing we broke away from, we just brought over.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, shit, in my opinion, the U.S. should have never been the British in the first place.
I mean,
That's a hot take.
we should have never had a British.
Nah.
And we should have never had a Germanic. We
Like,
should have kept Roman and Greek.
wait, I got a question.
Well,
for
do
y'all.
you think
Go
it? Go ahead.
So like, say the British or like the Europeans never came to America, and like every continent was like their own. So you know, like Europeans, it's just Europeans, and then like you come to the Americas, and it's like natives, and then the more south you go, you got Hispanic, Africa. You got
Well,
African.
not for nothing, but if
Technically,
if
you wouldn't
we
have
would have
Hispanic.
if we would have ever never if we would
That's a
have
fact.
You wouldn't have Hispanic.
It would just be natives.
It would just be native Aztec and
well what
I think.
There's a bunch of
the
them.
Aztec people might still fucking be alive
Yeah, so
Yeah.
this would just
because
be native
the
land.
Spaniards were the ones that spread the disease. Allegedly,
No, they were.
the Spaniards were the ones that spread the diseases to the Aztecs once they tried to enslave them.
Well, they tried to indoctrinate them into Christianity.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and they wiped them out with disease and their superiority with weapons and armor and all that.
And that's another thing about religion. Christianity and Catholicism specifically have been used for a lot of manipulation throughout history.
Oh,
And that's
absolutely.
something I do not.
What I find,
do not talk about.
what I find the oddest thing
I gotta
about,
pee.
go ahead. What I find the oddest thing about Christianity is that it is a proven fact that Christianity was not the first ever discovered religion.
Yeah.
It was universally proven that Christianity was not the first. It had come along during a psychological development of humanity. So it's like, how could they sit here and put themselves on the top like pedestal when they know that they're just some other religion that came along?
Literally.
You know?
I mean, like, another thing that doesn't sit right with me with Christianity is like, I don't like the Bible. It can't be accurate. Like, there's no way that thing is completely accurate
It's
from
got-
that long ago.
It's got like over. I don't want to exaggerate the numbers, but it's got enough retranslations to basically just give up the meaning of integrity.
The Bible?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So, like,
it's been
it's
translated
been
like
into-
11 times or something
No,
like that.
if I remember correctly, it's been translated like 51 times.
Hold on,
Yeah.
let me fact check.
But like, I know in the American Bible, it has the verse that says like Christianity is against like gay marriage and homosexuality.
Yeah.
That same verse in the German Bible says don't lay with a child the way you would lay with a woman. You know what I'm saying?
So don't be a pedophile.
Yes.
So wait a minute. Since it doesn't say don't be a pedophile,
Which
they're
I'm
currently
like,
being a pedophile.
I'm completely cool with being like, yeah, fuck the pedophiles. You know what I'm saying? That's a great verse. But then, like, how in the American version, now y'all being prejudiced towards a group of people.
They're doing the exact opposite of the German.
Oh my
Literally.
god.
And then, like, just last year, the Catholic Church, the Pope announced it. They now respect and will uphold gay marriage.
Okay, I have our
You know what I'm
Bible.
saying? So now they're just going back on what they were saying.
I have our Bible thing. I'm gonna read the whole thing because it gets fucking wild.
Put the camera on you.
I did.
Yeah, put the
Alright.
camera in.
So it says, as of April 2024. Hold on. I can do you one better. Where is it? Hold on. So it says, as of April 2024, the Bible has been translated into various languages. According to some sources, the entire Bible has been translated into 670 languages,
Damn.
while the New Testament has been translated into approximately 1,500 languages, and at least one portion of the whole scripture has been translated into more than 3,000 languages. As of 2022, the full Bible has been translated into 704 languages. The New Testament has been translated into 1,551 languages, and the parts of the Bible have been translated into 1,160 additional languages.
Oh, so they're all wrong.
There's no way all that shit's accurate.
So they're all wrong.
Google Translate can't even give me the right tone.
They're all wrong.
As of 2023, all of the Bible has been translated into 736 languages. The New Testament has been translated into an additional 1,658 languages.
They're literally all, they're like teaching, every single one of them is teaching them a different thing.
They're all wrong.
Yep. And and smaller portions of the Bible have been translated into 1,264 other languages. So this has been translated, and I'm sorry, pun fully intended, an ungodly amount of times.
Literally.
Nick, do you understand the gravity of that acknowledgement?
What?
That all of the translations of the Bibles are wrong.
65 countries celebrate their independence from Britain. I'm sorry, but
I literally saw this statistic that said, like, I think there's only like a month out the year combined where there isn't a day being celebrated of independence from Britain.
yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, like that shit's crazy. It's like every other day there's a country celebrating their independence.
Wow. Cassie said,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
that's why when I was religious, I prayed at home, did my own thing when it came to church.
Yeah,
So, like,
I can respect
sometimes-
that. I highly respect that.
That was even what my mom told me when I was a kid. Like, you don't have to go to church.
Yeah.
But in whatever way that you want to or need to, worship in your own way.
Yeah,
Whether it's towards God or whatever you decide. Just have a place where you can sit down and be at peace.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, all that's between you and whoever you believe the person upstairs is.
Whoever you have thoughts about.
Kevin said Christianity is about hope, fear, power, and money.
Well, now, yeah.
Yeah.
Back then, it was just people trying to get exploitation, as any primal instinct would be.
Yeah.
I feel like that just sums up all of those categories, exploitation.
Like, that was the biggest disappointment of my. I need to stand for this. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I have a problem.
Okay.
Allergies,
I'll come over here.
Okay, hold on. No, I don't want to leave here.
Okay.
I'm sorry. But I was on to something. You made me forget.
Christianity is the reason why so many African countries are homophobic.
Yeah. No, just.
You gotta think about what their Bibles are saying over there.
Yeah.
And then, like, another thing is, like, you have these missionaries from the U.S. going all over the world spreading, like, ignorance, you know?
Yeah.
And then, I remember when I was going to church, the amount of money we would send to these missionaries, it was ridiculous. And then, like, our pastor at the time, he would be like, oh, we're not meeting our goal. We're not meeting our goal. Mind you, we're sending, like, 12 bands a month through tithe and offerings, which is another thing. Like, I really feel like me and my siblings, or like my older brother, didn't have the childhood we could have had because of tithes and offerings. Like, our parents, like, when we were growing up, our parents combined made like 50K a year, 60K a year. That's dirt, you know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, you're going to give 10% of everything you got to the church. You
10%
know?
of what you should be saving.
That's what I'm saying.
10%
And then,
that you should be saving.
yeah, and
That
then like,
most people do in your terms of, like, income.
yeah, and then like, I know there's definitely there's like people that definitely got it worse. like had a worse childhood than I did. You know what I'm saying? But
Right,
like,
absolutely. There's always different hardships in different places.
yeah, but it's like I don't know that. I feel like that extra money could have gone to good things, and we could have had like a much better childhood than we did.
Absolutely.
Kevin said, American politics, Fifth Amendment, don't mix religion and politics.
Yeah.
Have you bought one of Donald Trump's Bibles? No, I don't think anybody has bought a Donald Trump Bible.
No, people have.
Well, not in this room.
No.
In this room.
No, but
Donald Trump is a terrible person. He ran our country decently, but then he mixed his personal views into it, which made him a shitty president,
Right.
a shitty ass person.
When, and in all honesty, like, you look at Obama and he was the complete opposite. Like, he did decent things while he was in office. He just wasn't the best president in terms of, like I think it was him, the past two presidents, like, Trump let the least amount of people into the country. Obama and Biden are the top two in terms of immigration.
Yeah, and then like another thing with Biden and Obama, they were really involved in wars.
Yeah.
Right.
Very involved. Like,
well, Obama kept us going in Afghanistan. Trump wanted to get us out of Afghanistan, but only got us out after he was out of the fucking presidency, and it was a complete shit show.
Yeah.
And then here's Biden now, and like, I'm gonna just put this out there. I fucking hate politics, and like, I know there's so much more out there on politics, and I'm probably.
Cassie said I'm an object according to Trump. He was a complete asshole towards women.
Yeah.
Like, he had no... You remember what he said about his daughter. I'm not going to say it on live because it's completely graphic.
Yeah.
I don't even remember.
He said it was in conversation about complimenting the looks of his daughter, but at the end of it said, I would grab her right by the doo-doo-dooter.
So it would be something incestuous.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it was like objectifying the shit out of women. And that wasn't the first comment or last comment that he made.
Yeah.
It was just a landmark of how far he could go.
You can.
Now he was talking about Trump, and I said, put this nigga in the crowd. Now I feel like I don't have FBI agents now.
No, I don't care enough.
Yeah, Cassie said grab her by the cat. That would be more a better way to put it. And so very unprofessional. But my point being about Obama was he was very professional when he came up to podiums, and he was doing like his press runs, like talking to people on the news. He had that. He was a lawyer. Like, he had the background of having to force himself to be professional in front of somebody.
He had that customer service.
Exactly. He had the aura. He had the stat. He had the
He had the swagger.
The swagger that you need to be a president. He had his moments of being off the cuff, and he occasionally made a joke every once in a while, but otherwise he was very professional, straightforward, and gave you an answer based off of what he was trying to tell you.
He's what the American president was supposed to be.
Exactly. He was the ideal figure to be a president in terms of public speaking and being a public figure. But in terms of policy, didn't always make the best decisions.
He was kind of like our old boss, John.
I never met John. You experienced John. I never met John.
He was kind of like our old boss, John. And that's why he got fired.
I know someone who
because he was a fantastic person.
Before you keep going.
But he almost never kept his promises.
Cassie said there was a rumor where they were saying the youngest son is definitely him and his daughter incest child.
Oh.
That would be unfortunate.
Very.
And hopefully there's no medical things involved with that, if it is true.
Hopefully not.
So yeah.
I don't know what the fuck I'm about to say. Like, if I don't say what I'm about to say, I'm gonna forget.
I have nothing to say.
It's like walking through a doorway.
Am I on camera right now? Get me off the camera. I'm trying to get a little more smack.
It might be kicked.
Wait,
It might be kicked. You might have to repack it. It's a small.
kick. I've never heard someone say that.
Kicked?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all terminology be different out here in Burlington County.
What would be the terminology you'd use for that?
The bowl's out.
The bowl's out.
Where you stationed at?
I'm in Pennsauken.
Okay.
Like growing up, I was like
Always in Pennsauken?
mainly in Pennsauken, and then
Okay.
as I got older, I started venturing into Camden more.
Okay.
And one thing I can say, wait, put me back on camera, real quick. Put me back on camera.
You got spit.
This is a hot take. You want to learn how to drive? Go to the hood. You will learn how to drive and be the best driver on the road. I swear to God you will.
Yeah.
I swear to God you will. Going down those bumpy ass, narrow ass streets and dipping and diving in narrow streets through the potholes will teach you how to drive.
Now, my cousin, she doesn't live like down not like a rough end of Philadelphia, but she lives around the type that has like the one way like this fucking like size like two floor apartments.
Okay.
Like packed in.
Yeah.
So the roads can get like rough with all the fucking curbs and shit. And growing up, I would dog sit for her while getting my license. And I swear to God, I should have crashed at least like 900 times. At least 900 times.
Kevin said you have religious channels in America asking for money. That is illegal in Europe. You know, like those televangelists?
Oh, like the...
Like the stadium fucking preachers that rent out like
Oh, yeah.
like MetLife Stadium,
Yeah.
and they have like private jets, and like they have millions of dollars at their disposal to spend whatever they need to get to the flock, more or less. Like, it's the most outrageous ordeal, and they televise it, and they put it on live streaming apps, and they do all this stuff. And I understand, like, to an extent, like, okay, here's a perfect example. During COVID, where you couldn't go to church, for people that did want to be in that type of setting, that couldn't, that were either sick or they were told they couldn't go into their local places to worship. Of course, that's another option for you.
Yeah.
If that is what you would like to do, that's always there. But when you're profiting off of it on a mass scale,
Yeah.
for the long term, and these guys are in it for the long haul. They're doing it for years.
That's why a
Decades.
large majority of them die in their like late 80s. Late 80s, you know?
Kevin said you also have commercials trying to promote their drugs. We also don't have that in Europe. Well,
What drugs?
we don't really. The only drugs that they promote on TV are for like chronic illness.
Yeah, like
And
the,
for, like-
the newest pharmacy,
Yeah,
or allergy medication.
yeah,
Like
allergy
Aleve
medication.
and
So-
Allegra and shit like that.
the newest
Here's-
pharmaceutical
Right.
drug.
Here's my take. So they understand their citizens have been socially washed into the entertainment like enterprise essentially, and the only way to continue to keep these citizens alive is to promote products that extend their livelihood,
Right.
and the only way to promote those products is through their entertainment loop.
Right.
So, if that wasn't there, they would be so socially inept they wouldn't be able to take care of themselves anymore.
Right.
And that's just a tragic truth of the older generations.
Yeah.
And like they gawk on us because we grew up with technology.
Right.
But that gave us a better understanding not to get sucked
Yeah.
into that loop.
And they realized that years ago when they took off. They're not allowed to promote. They do promote alcohol,
Yeah.
which I don't know how that gets by when they don't promote cigarettes anymore.
Yeah.
Both of those are pretty much in the same category as in terms of like legal drugs,
Yeah.
because nicotine is highly addictive. Alcohol, I wouldn't say highly addictive, but it can be habit forming
It's legal
for sure.
It's literally legal poison.
Right.
At the end
Well,
of the day, it's poison.
that's the thing. Is
When you ingest alcohol, you're dehydrating yourself. That is the point.
And you're impairing yourself.
You're impairing yourself. Kevin said, you guys remember Ozempic?
Yeah.
Kevin said Joe Biden tried to get the strictest laws to decrease immigration, but the Republican Party opposed it. I thought he said I would definitely sleep with her if she wasn't my daughter. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he did say that.
Yeah, I remember. That's ringing a bell.
Yeah,
Right now.
it's really grimy.
That's ringing a bell. I remember him saying that.
Yeah.
So here's why, like, not to shut down the conversation in a way, but like, in my opinion, I only interact with this part of, you know, life itself because I begrudgingly have to. But in the realest way I can say this, it is your problem between America and, you know, Europe or Britain or whatever. It has nothing to do with me. You can figure that out because that's your problem. Because I don't need to acknowledge your factions, if you will.
Respectfully.
So, because I didn't ask to be here. What's all this?
No, that's a fact. Like, one of the main things that I hate about being an American, like, I'm black and white. My mom's white. I did a ancestry DNA. I think my top things from my mom's side are like British, German, and Italian. And then on my dad's side, it's like West African. But the one thing I hate about being American is that I have like no culture to go back to. You know, like no, like yeah, we have the American holidays. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But like for example, Hispanics, they got the Day of the Dead.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like holidays like that, or like American food. That's not like a cultural food. I don't see that as a cultural food.
Right.
You know, that shit kind of blows. I ain't gonna lie.
I just showed Colin a meme. He's very disappointed in me. Well, I mean, yeah. And I don't... Here's a hot take. I don't necessarily think... And I'm going to expand on this after I say this. But I don't think Black History Month is what it should be. I think Black History Month should just be Black History. Like, we need to have that all year. Why is it a month? And I get that we should specifically appreciate that in that, like, in its own respect, because it does deserve everything that it gets.
So,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Can I interject in a way?
Right.
Because I would like to place it into like a perspective, if you will. This isn't my entire perspective, but this is a hypothetical that I've thought about before.
Yeah, well, that's why I'm presenting this, because I've never had this conversation. Like, the reason I say it that way is because I've had the conversation presented it to me, and I was like, that actually kind of makes a lot of sense. Like, it's kind of like how we celebrate things in terms of, like, American history.
Yeah.
American history is spread out through the entirety of the year. You know what I mean? Why can't Black history be spread out through the entirety of the year? And we have those events just like American history, like 4th of July, a Memorial Day weekend, like Independence Day, all that type of shit. Just like you were saying, like, you want to have, like, that thing to go back to.
See, like, they only recognize religious holidays, and they place religions on a region.
Right.
You know? So, like, that, for example, like, you know how people will say the religion Hindu?
Yeah.
Hindu is not a religion. That is a region that majority of the people there practice. I don't know the specific name of the religion,
Yeah.
but they all practice that.
And they developed it in house. They did it themselves.
Yeah, and then like that label of Hindu just got placed on them in their religion, but
Yes.
that's not the name of their religion.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's like the hypothetical I would say would be in the case of worrying about history and its length, certain things like social discrimination, the thing that is, not I wouldn't say it's invented by humans. It's actually observed by humans. You
Right.
know, the reason why we have social discrimination is because within the natural realm, the ones that we feel as though we've elevated from, has shown clear signs of discrimination towards the sickly, discrimination towards the elderly, discrimination of the born strange, So it's kind of like genetically ingrained in living organisms to kind of like have that veal towards mutation. So it's like, I guess it's just strange.
Yeah. I mean, you kind of have to break it down, like you. And I'm not. I would never be the person to be able to like make those dates and like I don't know who would be the person to like break that down in terms of spreading it out. You know what I mean? Just like that type of celebration that we get with everything else.
Yeah.
First things first, I believe that we would need to like raise awareness within like our own people. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause,
Right.
like here in America, we're African Americans, but we don't even know like what part of Africa. A lot of us don't even know what part of Africa we came from. Like even when I did my ancestry drawing, it gave me like a region that I came from, not
Yeah.
like a specific country.
Well,
You know?
At what point are you no longer African American and you're just American? Will you always be African American, or
Always
you,
be African
or will
American.
you at some point just be American?
I mean,
Well,
because-
and that's
in
a
my
fair
books,
point.
I'll always be African American.
Well,
Yeah.
like yes, you personally, but like at one point, like at what point do you like have your kids and then your grandkids and then your great grandkids and your great great grandkids? When does it boil down to just where everybody in America is American
When
And
we saw-
and everybody in
literally
Europe is European?
like the melding pot
You know what I
has
mean?
finally blended together.
Right.
Yeah.
Like that's the melting pot's final form.
Yeah, literally, it is time to serve. Like
Kevin said America has the most expensive healthcare system in the world. 55% of bankruptcy in the U.S. is because of unaffordable medical bills.
That's no cap. You want to hear some crazy shit?
sure.
I went to the doctor the other day, and all I went there was for a referral.
Yeah.
So I can go to a foot doctor because I'm flat-footed. I gotta wear like special orthotics or like special insoles in my shoes and whatnot. So I just went there to get a referral. Sat in the waiting room for an hour and a half, and then they did the regular drawing, weight, height, blood pressure, pulse, all that, temperature. Nurse left. Sat there for another 30 minutes. Doctor came in. I told him I want a referral. He left after like 3 minutes of talking with me. And then I'm looking at like the bill after because my insurance doesn't cover it, but so I gotta pay. I gotta have a high deductible plan.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at the bill after the total just for that 3-minute talk, $400.
Oh my god.
My insurance took off like a little over $200, so I had to pay like $100 something.
Okay.
High, like close to $200. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but that's still
$400.
ridiculous.
That's what I'm saying,
$400 for
$400.
wasting his damn time.
That's what I'm saying. And like so I go through Cooper, and Cooper Hospital is like on the East Coast, specifically in New Jersey, is like a
Fucking money
very
means
big
him, man.
like hospital facilities. Like they have, they have hospitals. They have like regular family practitioners all over the place. They have like what are they called? Like specialists all over the place as well. So like they're booked all the time. So it's like I'll go to this doctor and he's talking to me and I feel like this nigga doesn't even give a fuck about me. You know? That shit's just discouraging. So, but it's like if this person is giving me health advice and taking care of me, I want someone that's actually like cares.
Yeah.
You know?
I understand.
Yeah.
I was gonna say something, but I'm
It's all about that
currently
human connection.
Huh?
It's all about that human connection.
Yeah. Like when I was a kid, and I went to a pediatric doctor, it felt like they cared.
Yeah.
It might have been because like we were all kids, you know, and everyone loves like taking care of kids and making sure they all good.
Yeah, it's a
You
natural,
know.
it's a natural instinct.
Yeah.
So it's like,
But then like as an adult, like the doctor I went to before Cooper,
Yeah.
I told the one doctor I vaped, and I literally got scolded by the whole fucking. She brought another doctor in to scold me.
what?
Yeah, and then like
That's
I'm
funny.
like, what happened to doctor-patient confidentiality, bro?
Yeah, calm down.
Yeah, and then it's like I'm walking out of there like, and it's awkward as
You're
shit.
ashamed of you.
That's what I'm
Poor
saying, and I'm
shit.
like vaping is the cigarettes of your generation.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like y'all literally would go to the doctors as a kid, and they would like smoke a cigarette.
Mm-hmm.
You go to the hospital, smoking inside.
You go pull up your doctor, gonna turn to you with a cigarette in his
Oh
mouth.
God.
So what seems to be the problem?
Literally.
So how you feeling?
And then it's like.
So what else is here? Oh, well, you know what? 2 cigarettes in the morning, 3 at night, 1 at 12 a.m.,
Tell you what-
12:01. You know
And
what?
if you wake up
Tell
in
you
the
about
middle of
that,
the night,
look.
smoke another.
Just smoking it all.
Just in case.
Just in case. And not to, like, to piggyback off of what you said about, like, you feel like they don't care. Like, I even went to the doctor the other day, and, like, I've been having this, like, neck thing going on. Something to do with, like, my lymph nodes. Or my... Something to go on with my neck.
Are they enlarged?
Yeah. And it's not... I have no infections. I've already been tested. There's no infections going on with my neck. But... they're saying I went to multiple different places. One of the first places I went was an urgent care. I keep freezing. Probably the internet just being all weird again. First place I went was an urgent care. It was that urgent care right up by Target in Delray. I went in there. I was in and out in 15 minutes flat.
The patient first?
Yup.
They ain't never that quick for me.
I went in there, sat down, did the paperwork, went into the back office. All she did was look at her chart, look at me, say what's going on. I told her it's going on my neck, this side right here. She was like, I can't feel anything. Okay, well, it's right here. I can feel it right now. Just move this around right here. I still can't feel anything, so there's nothing wrong with you. I can't really do anything. $500 bill.
You wasted
For
wasting her goddamn time.
For a waste of my time.
No, not your time. Her time.
For
Her. That's how much her time costs you.
oh my god.
To waste it. To waste it. Piss right on it. Yeah, take you and your European slang taking the piss. You know. Here. I guess
Yeah. We're gonna wrap up here in the next minute or so here.
Extra minute.
Very like right now. Colin's gonna get out of here. Ooh. So everybody say bye, Colin. Everybody in the comments drop a bye, Colin.
You too, Kevin.
Dance break.
Yeah. Intermission.
We'll be back in 5 minutes or so. We're gonna take 10. I'll be right back.
Oh shit. God damn it, bro. Why you so fucking tall?
anything. Oh wait, that's the camera. There we go. Alright. Kevin, the last comment that we have is Kevin. Did you know there was a slave Bible in the U.S. given to the slaves to keep them in their place? No, didn't know that, if that's true. He said, did you know that there was a slave Bible in the U.S. given to the slaves to keep them in their place?
A slave Bible?
Yes.
I believe it.
I mean, I'm sure there was literature given out. But, well, I don't even know if that's true because at least from historical records, most slaves weren't even taught how to read. Because it was...
That is also true. But then, you know, there's like different branches of Christianity.
Right.
Like, for example, when I was going to church, it was a Pentecostal church.
Right.
Baptist churches are predominantly black people. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, that could also like be down the line, you know, like if that's true.
Well, in any capacity, they were always like spreading their own religion through like spoken word more than like written down literature.
Yeah.
If they had any written down literature, it was in whatever language that they knew already to write down if they knew how to write. And like if it was a very unfortunate situation. Like there was no support on like the plantation side. You know what I mean? Like they obviously didn't want to help out in that capacity because it was better to keep them unaware and just keep them in the current situation than, you know, it was fucked up either way. But like I don't know if they would have tried to spread that. You know what I mean? Like, I would believe it if it's true. Like, if it's true, like, absolutely, maybe they did try to spread something around and get them to just read that. Like, if you're gonna read this.
Yeah.
And that's I don't know. It's a good thing to think about.
I wish I was born as a bird.
A bird? What's your spirit animal, Josh?
My spirit animal? Honey badger.
A honey badger?
Yeah.
Why?
Why? One, these niggas are sick.
Mm-hmm.
So their skin is like built to be bit by like lions and not tear. It's like loose but sturdy.
Right.
Two, they eat venomous things for snacks. They're immune to venom.
Oh my god.
And then three, in their brain, like biologically in their brain, they have no sense of fear built. So they don't run from shit.
They're like bulldogs.
They're like this big.
Yeah.
They don't run from nothing. They don't matter if it's a pack of hyenas, a lion, a porcupine. They kill them.
Yeah.
They fight into the death.
Damn.
Honey badger.
Honey badger.
And that's a fucking good ass gun in Call of Duty.
My spirit animal would be a butterfly because I interact with a lot of flowers. I collect the nectar from one and I spread it to another. I'm a sponge of knowledge and people and energy and life experience, and I spread it with everything that I can, and that's my job.
I feel like the older I get, the less I fuck with like I love nature, and specifically I love like the environment on the East Coast and like some of the Midwest. Like I love like the pines, the mountains,
Right.
ranges, where it's like I love rain. You know what I'm saying? I
It's
can
gorgeous.
year round. I'm cool.
A summer rain on the East Coast.
Yeah, but like I hate the creatures in the world. Like for example, Australia. I'm never stepping foot on Australia. You won't catch me dead on Australia.
There's not one animal in Australia that can't kill you.
But first of all, they got kangaroo. Deer's on crack.
Mm-hmm.
They will box your head off.
Deer's on 2 feet.
Literally, they'll kick the shit out of you. They can probably hit you with their tail and break it home.
Yep.
And then what else they got? They got them big ass spiders. I forget the name of them. But it's
Tarantulas?
the huntsman spider.
Is the huntsman spider?
They're like this big, but they're
Yeah.
not venomous. But then they have a spider that's that fucking big called the toe biter. Because they like to hide in shoes. That will fuck you up.
That's fucked up.
Yeah. And
That's
then
some sneaky shit, first of all.
literally. Then they have venomous snakes. They had saltwater crocodiles. Literal dinosaurs. Them shit's big as hell.
Yep.
Crazy like ocean life. They got the lionfish. They have the coral reef. So they got all. You cut your foot on the coral reef, you dead, septic. Ain't no chance you survive. Like not going to Australia. But then you go to South America, they got crazy shit too. Tarantulas.
Yeah.
The dart frogs. In like Vietnam, they got the jungle centipede that's like this big. Yes, bro.
Jesus, like some, what was it, King Kong? Remember the centipedes in fucking King Kong?
Yes.
That gave me the fucking heebie-jeebies when I saw that shit.
And it's like, if a bug gets to the point where it's the size that I think I need a bullet to put it down, it's an alien at that point.
I don't even want to fucking think about it.
Same
Fuck
thing with
that.
ocean life. Like, like I love fishing.
Mm-hmm.
I want to go crabbing. I like being on the water. But some of this ocean life is freaky as fuck.
I would hate to wake up either on a raft or on a boat in the middle of the ocean. That would be my worst fear. And looking down in the ocean, and I'm not talking like at the beach. I'm talking about open ocean. Middle of fucking nowhere. You look down, there's nothing. It just goes from blue to dark blue to blue to fucking darkness.
Yeah.
And there ain't shit that you can see from down there. You might be able to see a shark if you look left to right, or a dolphin, maybe some fish.
You know what your hardest battle in that situation would be?
What?
Finding drinkable water.
Yup.
You're surrounded by gallons.
You're
of
gonna
water.
hope and pray for some fucking rain.
And if it don't, and even if it does rain, that shit probably gonna fuck your boat up.
Yep.
Like.
Yep. Well, I mean, yeah, you get drinkable water, but now your boat's filling with fucking water. How fast can you drink that shit?
Oh God. Nah. Yeah, we gotta go camping.
Yeah.
Like,
100%. I want to go back to Tohickon. Last time I thought about Tohickon, it was for my birthday, and I called them and they said that the facilities were down and they weren't letting people reserve campsites.
I'm gonna go talk about the facilities.
That's what I'm saying. I'll shit in the woods.
Oh God.
Okay, I'll wipe myself down. Give me some dude wipes.
I literally built shelters and slept on the fucking ground.
Right.
With branches and leaves on top of my head.
Let's go crabbing.
Let's go.
I've been crabbing. Crabbing's
I've
fun.
never been crabbing.
Crabbing's a good time.
Bro, we should go when it gets like a little bit. I don't think it's the season yet, but we should go flounder fishing.
No.
What you mean?
I can't do that.
Why?
I can't do that.
Why?
I cannot handle big fishing boats.
No. Flounder fishing you do in the bay.
Oh, as long as we're on the beach, I'm good.
Nah, yeah.
But as soon as I touch a big boat that goes, I start fucking throwing up. I can't handle it. I get motion sick as fuck.
You can do like kayaks and shit, right?
I can do kayaks, I can sail, I can do whatever. But if I'm sitting in water and I'm like feeling the motion on like a big boat where it's that slow, it gets straight to my head and straight to my stomach.
Or like we can get like kayaks and go right into the bay.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm with that.
I'd be down. I've never done any kind of like not open ocean fishing, but like bay fishing. I've only done like river fishing on a kayak. And that's like small fish. Biggest shooting we're catching in a river, at least the Delaware River right here, is like catfish.
Striper. Well,
Striper
striper right now.
Yeah.
I caught a 3-foot striper out that river. I caught it out the creek, Mancocas Creek.
Yeah. God damn, really? That's a big ass fish to be catching out of the creek.
I was young too.
Send it to me on my messages.
I'll show the camera.
The beach I go to has a boardwalk you can fish on. Oh wait a minute, hold on. Ooh, let's go crabbing. Dig a hole. All you need is string and chicken. The beach I go to has a boardwalk you can fish on. I used to be in crew in high school. I would be out. Kevin said, went from UK to France on a ship, was sick as a dog, had to lay down all the way there and back. Yeah, I went on one fishing trip with my dad in like 3rd grade, 4th grade maybe, just so I couldn't go to school, and I threw up within the first 45 minutes twice, and I was like, nope, I'm going to lay down. Only time I woke up was to eat a bag of Lay's chips, and that was it.
Look,
Damn. Here, let me just see your phone real quick. I'll hold it up to the camera. Is your phone on? I'm gonna unplug it for 2 seconds. So, here's... I can't fucking see it.
you're good.
It looks good?
Yeah.
Alright. That's a big ass fish to be catching out of the river. Well, creek, but...
And I think the timestamp might be on it. This shit was... It say 2021, but that was not 2021. That was probably like
2012? 2013?
Yeah, 2012, 2013. Damn, I need another one. Let's go fishing next weekend.
Yeah? Next weekend I got all weekend off.
420. I don't know any fishing spots around here where cops won't get right.
Yeah. That's
And I
yeah.
think about fishing like well resorts.
You know where I would love to go fishing? I want to go up to Island Beach State Park. It's so as long as you have a vehicle for it, you can drive either. So when you get there at the entrance, there's 2 options. You can either go down the road into one of their like, I think there's either 2 or 3 different spots. You can pull into a parking lot. There's a big facility with like snacks, drinks, restrooms, and I think like outdoor showers. And then you walk onto the beach and it's just a massive open beach. You pick a spot and it's beautiful. It's gorgeous. But if you have a vehicle for it, you can literally, as long as you have, if there's like a few different things you need in the car, and then you need like a pass. but you can pull all the way down to the end and go onto the beach with your car. And then there's a spot where you can like deflate your tires and then inflate them when you're on your way out. But you pull onto the beach, you park up, you got a beach spot. And if you have, I think there's a few more requirements. It's like you have to have like a fire extinguisher, first aid kit, stuff like that, and you can stay overnight. And you can camp on the beach.
I'm with that.
Yeah, it's tough. So as long as we like do all that, we have plenty of options. And there's hotels in the area if weather is like shitty and like we get rained out and whatever. Because at the beach, it can turn in a second, especially with the wind and the fucking water right there. Like lots of shit can happen.
But like besides Tohickon, do you know any like campgrounds? Because I know they're kind of strict with like drinking and smoking.
So Dad was saying that Uncle Ron stayed at this place called Dogwood, and that place allows dogs and drinking. But I've never been in the other campgrounds in the area. I've been to a couple campgrounds in New Jersey, and most of the ones that I've been to in New Jersey kind of suck. So I either need to find better ones, or New Jersey camping sucks. I've always experienced, in New Jersey at least, I've always experienced campsites that are very close together.
Yeah.
And, like, while they have, like, great showers and, like, everything like that, the facilities are a great thing, but I would like some privacy when I'm camping, so I could be, like, a little loud. And, like, if I'm sleeping and somebody walks past my campsite, they can't hear me fart. You know what I mean? Or doing other things.
Yeah. I just searched them up, and it kind of seems like a family attraction. Like, they got a pool and shit like that.
Mm. Well, I mean, Tohickon had a pool, but it was more or less just like I think it was like paid like $10, $15 for like a few days or like a day pass or something like that.
No, yeah, all these camps are like close together.
Yeah. Yeah, no.
Absolutely.
This is just like one of those campgrounds I stayed at in New Jersey. It was like Harvin State Park or something like that in New Jersey. But it's hard to find good campsites because you either get a campsite that has really nice facilities and everything's really close together, or you have campsites that have really good spots to camp and the facilities are like decrepit. Like Tohickon, most people that go to Tohickon don't want to shower in the showers at Tohickon. It's like get in, get out, make sure you wear flip-flops.
Yeah. I miss camping.
Kevin says, you say chips, we say crisps. Well, welcome to the United States.
I thought y'all called. But yeah, y'all call fries chips.
Mm-hmm. Have you seen those videos on YouTube asking Americans living abroad, when did you realize America really fuck you up? Wait, what? When did you realize America really fucked you up? Probably fucked you up.
Yeah, like, nah, America's completely focused on, like, capitalism and just making bread. And I don't understand that. Like, how are we a capitalistic society?
You like
We're
these fries?
broke as fuck.
I'm like, I got the munchies.
No, yeah, I don't understand that. We're a capitalistic society, yet we're in debt trillions of fucking...
I don't know if you're watching this, but Colin, thank you for the fries. Appreciate it.
Quick intermission. Nah, yeah, fuck America. I do like the free healthcare. I do fuck with the free schooling. But also, I feel like jobs shouldn't rely as much on degrees, because YouTube University is a real fucking thing, as well as like other sites like Coursera where you can get actual certifications and different skills.
Well, not for nothing, but I can get all the certifications that I had from high school
Mm-hmm.
on Adobe. Like, all I have to do is have the certification or have the application and purchase the test. And then I get the certification for whatever Adobe application I'm testing for. So, like, there's things out there. Like, I can go on YouTube University and just learn how to do all the shit that I already had, like, learned in the past and just refresh myself and re-get all my certifications that I had.
Yeah. Literally.
So, the sky's the limit in terms of the internet. Like, the internet is the biggest thing, right? Like, it's the biggest source of knowledge for everything that you can imagine.
You can literally do anything on the internet.
Anything.
Anything from a simple Google search to hiring a fucking hitman.
Mm-hmm.
Another thing, I would love to explore the dark web one day. Like, I've never done it because I've never really been too tech savvy. I'm definitely getting better at it, and obviously didn't want to take that risk of being like traced by some unknown person from the dark web. Like, that just don't sound good. You know what I'm saying? But like,
Well, yeah, you definitely don't want, like, your IP leaked or, like,
but even
your
still,
credit card
like,
information.
Yeah, but like even still, like you can use like a VPN and shit like that. But there's people out there that are good.
Right.
You know, and they can just bypass that shit like that because
Mm-hmm.
you're using some weak ass VPN.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You think it's top of the line shit, but you just don't know. You know, like I don't know, but that's what I'll be watching a lot of like crime shows too, like the NCIS, CIS. So there's like a lot of like hacking involved. All this shit's based off of something true. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, these people be.
Well, those shows just, like, put it into perspective for you.
Yeah, I
You
mean,
know?
like,
Like, even though if it's not, like, picture perfect realistic, it's close enough.
yeah, and then even in like today's current events, like you was talking about Anonymous earlier,
Mm-hmm.
they can hack into anything if they want, anything if they wanted to.
Oh, absolutely.
And then like there's still heists going on. Did you hear about that heist in LA?
Mm-mm.
You didn't hear about that?
No.
The biggest heist in American history.
How much? What was it? What was going on with it?
They on Easter Sunday. Yeah, these people robbed like a cash facility. Let me see. I want to find out how much they get away with.
That's wild. I wonder what the last, like, big heist was. Cause you had, like, mobsters, like, or like bank robbers, like the classic Bonnie and Clyde story. Like, they were robbing banks on the entire, like, along the East Coast.
Yeah. So, alright, so it was one of LA's biggest heists. On Easter Sunday, they broke into a facility in Salomar where cash from businesses across the region is handled and stored. They stole 30 million.
Holy shit.
$30 million.
Did they get away with it?
I haven't seen any updates on them getting caught. They're like, so I searched it up. The first link is, it says burglars steal 30 million on Easter in one of LA's biggest heists. The next post right under it from the New York Post says, here's why the 30 million Los Angeles heist on Easter Sunday could go unsolved.
No way.
But you also gotta think, they got $30 million, they need to wash every single dollar.
Yeah.
Because all of those serial numbers are being traced. You spend any single one of them. The feds come into that store. Let me see your cameras. Who spent this dollar?
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Well, it's just like that show, Ozark.
I've never seen that.
Dude, you gotta watch it. It's on Netflix. I binged the shit out of that show.
New card show?
It's a show about this guy. He has a family, typical, basically typical family. Wife, 2 kids, son, daughter. Ideal family. Has this job, but secretly washes money for the Mexican cartel. So he gets tied up. First episode, he gets tied up with the cartel because his buddy is an FBI informant. The guy that he's doing it with gets caught. The cartel's like, you have to go down south and wash $7 million for us, or you and your family are gonna die. So he has to continue washing money for the cartel and has to wash $7 million. And then in the second season, has to wash $50 million fucking dollars. Like, in terms of like large scale money washing, and his strategy was like putting it through like business investments. Like, I'm an angel investor. That was the term he used. More or less, I come to businesses, small businesses in need that I feel as though can thrive with some financial help. And I'm willing to cover your finances as well as do your books for you. So, as he's financing the business, he's also washing his own money through increased prices of expenses. So instead of your toilet paper being $1 a roll, it's $7 a roll. So instead of $1,000 for toilet paper for 1,000 rolls, you're spending $7,000 on toilet paper for 1,000 rolls. So he has to increase property prices and all of this. Like, you have to methodically go through and like pick and choose which one they won't look at in terms of like the government watching you, because he also has the FBI watching him the entire time.
Word.
And like, they know he's doing it, but they have to like catch him doing it because he's so good at what he's doing. Because to the outside, he's just running businesses.
That's dope. That's dope for sure. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna watch that shit.
Dude, it's a good watch.
Word. Yeah. I'm probably sauce, man. I'm fucking beat. I gotta get up early. Got to go to the event tomorrow, and I gotta take my coworker home. And he live in North Philly. So I gotta drive from North Philly to Dolinco. Ah, fuck. I can't. I gotta drive from North Philly back to Pensacola, drop the one car off, hop on the train, take the train out here, and then go to my grandpa's and pick up the other car.
When do you have to do that part?
What part?
The train part.
Well, my job, like the event at my job doesn't end till 12. Or 1.
Yeah. Yeah, I would be at work at that point.
Yep.
Alright, well anyway. I'm gonna end the stream. Thank you for everybody who's watching. Appreciate it.
Thank you, chat. And shout out my boy Kevin for being a good ass supporter tonight.
Yes.
I appreciate you, Kevin.
Appreciate you, Kev. Zay. His tag is...
Urban Zay, 2 Ys.
Say it one more time.
Urban Zay, 2 Ys.
Urban Zay, 2 Ys. Ozark was brilliant. So Breaking Bad and Walking Dead. Yes, they were all good shows. Appreciate you guys for coming out. I'm gonna get out of here. Josh should get out of here. I have to fucking do shit tomorrow. But appreciate it. We're probably gonna do this again soon.
Very soon.
Stay tuned. We'll be out here. Appreciate you guys.